Jill Stein, give it a big round of applause.
Thank you so much. Thank you to all who are here. Thank you especially to the Squamish Nation for welcoming us to your beautiful land, for us to come with you, to stand in solidarity with you, to fight with you for the world that we deserve, for the clean water and the healthy food and the clean air and the humanity that you have shown so much a beautiful example of. We thank you for that. We thank all of the indigenous nations of the Salish Seas. And I think we thank indigenous people everywhere for inspiring and leading the climate movement with your vision and your value and your spirit, that you have done so much to teach us of the sense of Mother Earth and how we are all one together as one people. And as Paul was saying, we must also be with the people inside of the refinery. I have had the pleasure, the honor of standing in the picket lines with the workers on strike in the refineries in Houston, Texas, where they knew what it meant to walk inside that refinery, because the minute they go inside, they take their life in their hands. Their risk of dying inside the factory, inside the refinery, goes up sevenfold, 700%. The risk of dying just for walking into a fossil fuel job. And when they heard that we are calling in the Green Party and in my campaign, we are calling for the right to a job for everyone, the right to a healthy job and a living wage job and a full-time job, so that as we move forward on an emergency basis to 100% clean renewable energy, we guarantee the fossil fuel workers that they will be covered, their income will be covered, and their benefits will be covered. And it's not only the workers in the fossil fuel industry, it's all of us that deserve a living wage and the right to a job and to health care benefits and retirement. And it's also the right of our young people to have an education all the way through and including college that should be provided for free. And that means canceling the debt like we did for Wall Street. It's time to bail out the students who are the victims of Wall Street. I'm all for Bernie. I support Bernie. But Bernie has a party that doesn't support him, I'm sorry to say. So for many people, we are Plan B when the Democratic Party does its thing, as it has done over and over. So not to get political here, because we are for a vision and a world and an America that works for all of us. And I want to make the point, right now, we are spending more than half of our budget in the United States on these wars for oil that are blowing back at us with a vengeance. We can take those dollars, which are destroying hospitals and schools and homes, and put them into building hospitals, schools, and homes all over the world, actually, for the cost of our military. But we can also use that money. That will fund the emergency program that we need right now, which we are calling for. A Green New Deal. Like the New Deal that got us out of the Great Depression, we need that New Deal right now in a green form to take care of two emergencies. We have an economic emergency and we have a climate emergency. We call for 20 million jobs right now to transition on an emergency basis to a green economy, 100%. clean renewable energy by 2030. That's an emergency that we must meet. We can put everyone to work, creating that new green economy, clean energy, a healthy, sustainable, local organic food system, and public transportation, and restoring our ecosystems so we can reclaim our fisheries and our clamming industry and our oyster industry, which is being destroyed by pollution, which is being destroyed by climate change, which is acidifying our waters. So we can fix this. We can revive the economy, we can turn the tide on climate change, and we can make the friggin' wars for oil obsolete. And I want to just finally echo our Lumi brother who spoke earlier about the Lummi brother who spoke earlier so beautifully about rejecting fear and rejecting silence and not buying into any lesser evil. We have to fight for the greater good. It's the greater good, not the lesser evil, because our lives depend on it. And they do. All of our lives, our future, our climate, our nature, Mother Earth, we are all in this canoe together. Together we have the power. Remember this, 43 million people who are locked in student debt. There's only one campaign that will cancel that debt. You are looking at it right now. 43 million people is enough to win a presidential race. It is a winning plurality in a three-way race. Get the word out. We have the power. We can create an America and a world that works for all of us. Thank you to the Indigenous nations for leading the way. Thank you for all of your courage.